Hi guys, hello. Hi, hello. Welcome to Vedantu. Welcome to We Learn English, guys. How are you all doing? Fantastic. Hi Shreya. Hi Anushka. Hi Ritik. Hi the future doctor. Hi Smriti. Hi Priyani. Hi Payal. Salma. Hey, I'm doing great. I hope all of you are doing awesome here. Hi Priya. Awesome. Hi Anushka. Hi Jyoti. Hi Soham. Good evening. Good evening. So, welcome to Vedantu here. Welcome to We Learn English. Hi, Praveen. Hi, Praveen. A warm welcome to all of you. So, welcome to the DG session here. And if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed to We Learn English, make sure you subscribe right now. Do not only subscribe, hit the bell icon as well, because what we are doing on this channel is something amazing. Now, why do I say something amazing? Because this channel is we what I do on this channel is, of course, the name itself suggests we learn English. It is about English, not only academic English but then non-academic English as well. Besides that, I have been doing mind counseling sessions and personality development sessions on this channel. So this channel basically helps you become a better version of what you can be. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe right now. Hit the bell icon as well. And today's topic is an academic grammar topic. That is transitive and intransitive verbs. Many students have requested for this topic, and how is it I could uh, not acknowledge your request? So you request a command for me, and here I am to present this topic, transitive and intransitive verbs. But before we get into this, I would like to discuss this here. Now, due to the challenging times that we are going through, be it COVID, because of COVID situation, or maybe the new trend of education anyway, the education has shifted offline from offline to online. Now, when we are learning online, if you see, these are the problems students face when you learn online. So education is happening. You learn the topics, you learn the concepts, you learn the subjects maybe thoroughly well. But what happens is these problems are not addressed. Okay, these are the genuine problems that almost every student faces. The problem of doubt solving, the problem of getting relevant notes, tests and assignments, competitive exams, the choice of schedule, basically when is that you wish to uh, go live or study online, and even the choice of language. These problems are basically a serious matter of concern for almost every student, and random online platforms have not even spoken about these problems. But then we at Vedantu, India's best online education platform, we have not only addressed these problems, but we have a solution as well. Yes, you heard me right. There is an amazing solution to all these problems. And I'm sure you are as excited as I am to know the solution. So stay tuned with me to know the solution to these problems. For now, let's come back to the topic. Let's get started with the topic, transitive and intransitive verbs. For those who don't know me yet, my name is Dheeraj Kapeja. You guys can simply call me DG, alright? I'm a master teacher here at Vedantu. Besides this, I have been teaching English for more than 9 years now. I am not only an academic English teacher, I'm a, I'm a communication coach, and I've done human psychology through science and spirituality approach. So I've been training people on communication skills as well, of almost all age groups. And I have done psychology sessions on this channel. Basically, how is that you can control your mind, how is that you can deal with the negative thought patterns of your mind so that your mind works for you and not against you. So if you haven't watched those videos yet, I'd rather advise you to check it out and share it with your near and dear ones. in case they are struggling with their mind. Okay, it will probably help them to get some clarity. All right, and of course the videos that we have already done related to English, personality development, self development, etc. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe right now and share the useful videos, the videos that you think could be useful for this. Share it on your Facebook account, Instagram account. Let your friends know about this channel so that they also benefit. They also don't miss the learning, and all of us can become the better version of what we can be. Perfect. So let's get started right now. Where do I live? I'm from Mumbai. Gamers, legendary gamers. I'm from Mumbai. Okay. So now let's start. Okay. So transitive and intransitive verbs. It's grammar time here. So ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seat belts, put yourself on the top gear, and let's dive into the world of grammar with DG. And the topic is transitive and intransitive verbs. See, as we have rightly understood this, the name itself makes it very clear. Transitive and intransitive is nothing but types of verbs, right? And this is something that we have been learning since our childhood days. That is how the learning of grammar began, right? Learning parts of speech. And one of the parts of speech, of course, we all know it's a verb. Now, there are many students, not only students, but then I've seen other teachers and trainers who have this incomplete information about a verb, about what a verb is. There are many who still feel or still under the impression that verb is only action. By the way, verb is not only action. A verb is a word that denotes a state of being. It can also denote state of having, doing something, or even an action or state in any form. Of course, it is action. Verb is action, but besides action, it could show state of being, state of having, and state of doing as well. Now, you can remember this nice acronym to remember what a verb is. It's like with dash. For example, with D, you have doing verbs. Is do, does, did. With A, you have action words, eating, sleeping, drinking, dancing, etc. With H, you have having verbs. That's have, has, had. With S, it's state of being. Am is, are, was, were. Be, been, and being, the forms of the verb. So if next time anybody would ask you what is a verb, you can simply tell them dash or do explain the meaning of dash, otherwise they might take you wrong. You know what I mean? Anyway, yeah, the examples like he's a teacher, it shows the state of being is. He does his work on time, the state of doing, does. I have a car, the state of having, have. I play cricket, so this action, this is clearly action. So this is what a verb is. That is something we know already. And there are various types of verbs, right? And among those various types of verbs, two are transitive and intransitive. That's what we are learning today. To understand transitive and intransitive thoroughly, we must clearly know what an object is. Both subject and object, basically. So this is going to be just a quick recap. As we all know, a subject is a part of a sentence that contains the person or thing performing the action in a sentence. For example, look at this example here. So when I say Jennifer walked to the shop, so this word Jennifer is clearly the subject here because she is the doer of the action. So any noun or pronoun that is before the verb, mostly the performer of the action, the doer of the action, is a subject. So this is something we know. Okay, now let's understand what an object is. Let's understand what an object is. By the way, the shop is not an object here. Let's understand what an object is with an example. Pay attention. So when we use the word object in grammar, the object of a sentence is basically the person or thing that receives the action of the verb. Okay, so basically the receiver of it is the who or what that the subject does something to. So for example, look at this here. Terry ate a cake. Now Terry is a subject, is clearly the doer of the action. We can see that Terry is the doer of the action. Now who's the receiver of the action? The receiver of the action ate is of course a cake, right? the action of eating, has the direct effect on the object cake. That's why it's called an object. So the action of eating has the direct effect on this thing, that is a cake. So the object of a sentence is what? It could be a person or thing that receives the action of the verb. So it is the who or what, basically. It's who or what that the subject does something to. In this case, it's a what? It's a thing, right? Terry ate a cake. So what did Terry eat? Guys, what did Terry eat? A cake, right? So that's how it is. So now we are clear what a subject is. We are clear what a subject is. We are clear what an object is. Now let's begin. Let's understand what a transitive and intransitive verb is. So it's very clear now. After you have clearly understood what an object is, especially the object part, after you have, once we have clearly understood what an object is, it becomes easier to understand transitive and intransitive verb. So let's understand. How do we pronounce this word here? Transitive. Transitive. All right. So look at this here. A transitive verb is one that is used with an object. Okay. It could be a noun, a phrase, or a pronoun that refers to the person or thing that is affected by the time of the verb, by the action of the verb. Not the time, but the action of the verb. Look at this here. So in the following sentences, if you see, the word admire, maintain, and loves are transitive verbs. Why these are called transitive verbs? Because they have an object after it. Okay. So a transitive verb is the one that is used with an object. There is always an object with a transitive verb. So for example, I admire your courage. So your courage is the object here. We need to maintain product quality. Product quality is the object here. She loves animals. So animals is the object here. Okay. So all these verbs are called transitive verbs. Okay. So transitive verb basically is a verb that takes an object after it. It has a receiver of the action. So what is the receiver of the action? Admire? Your courage. What is the receiver of the action? Maintain? The product quality, right? We need to maintain what? We need to maintain product quality. I admire your courage. What do I admire? Your courage. She loves animals. Whom does she love? Or who does she love? Animals. So we can check this. We can use this trick, guys. We can use this trick. Ask what or whom question. Look at this here. You can always ask what or whom question to subject plus verb. If you get a noun or a pronoun as an answer, it's a transitive verb. So when we ask what or whom to subject plus verb, and if the answer that we get is a noun or a pronoun, then that particular verb is a transitive verb. So here, when I say I admire your courage, what do I admire? The answer is clearly your courage. We need to maintain product quality. What do we need to maintain? Product quality. She loves animals. Whom does she love? Or what does she love? She loves animals. So you can always check with this here. This is like a trick. This is like a shortcut trick, guys. Ask what or whom to subject plus verb. So I admire. What do I admire? We need to maintain. What do we need to maintain? So if you get a noun or a pronoun as an answer, then that particular verb is a transitive verb. As simple as that. So now let's look at how transitive verbs can be used with a direct or indirect object as well. Look at this here. So when I say Liza brought her a glass of water, if you see Liza brought her a glass of water. Now in this sentence, Liza is the subject, clearly the doer of the action. Brought is the verb. Now if you see, there are two objects here. The first object is a pronoun her, and the second object is a glass of water. Now the first one is an indirect object, the second one is a direct object. Second sentence, if you see, he sent her a letter. Similarly, a letter is a direct object and her is an indirect object. Now how do we know this? How do we know this? Basically, when you ask the question what, it's a direct object. Liza brought what? A glass of water. He sent what? A letter. Okay. Now the action brought has the direct effect on a glass of water, right? And the action sent has the direct effect on a letter. That's why they are called direct objects. They are mostly things. They're a thing. So if you see, a glass of water is a thing, a letter is a thing, And indirect object is mostly a person. So Lisa brought her a glass of water. So whom? You can check with the question whom. Whom did Lisa buy a glass? Whom did Lisa bring? Not buy, sorry. Whom did Lisa bring a glass of water? Her. Or even here, he sent her a letter. So whom did he send? Whom did he send a letter to? Whom did he send a letter to? It's her, right? She or her. So that's indirect object. Basically, uh, transitive verbs can be used with a direct object as well as an indirect object. Okay, this is really clear. It's very simple. Now it's so much clear. Look at that baby, the way he's crying. We have seen these in cartoon shows, right? Or in some movies as well. The way they cry. The GIF is cute, right? Okay. Now look at the intransitive verb. Look at the intransitive verb. This is clearly the opposite of transitive. As we say important becomes unimportant. Okay. Uh, you know, that's opposite, right? Important becomes unimportant. Necessary becomes unnecessary. Similarly, transitive, when you add a prefix into it, that's simply the opposite of transitive, intransitive. So an intransitive verb does not have an object. That's exactly the opposite of transitive. Transitive has an object. The intransitive verb does not have an object. In the following sentences, if you see the word work, laugh, and cry, they are all intransitive verbs. Look at this here. I work for a large firm in Paris. So there is no object here. There's no receiver of the action. So when I say I work for a large firm in Paris, now don't misunderstand this large firm in Paris to be the object. Object is the receiver of the action. Okay, there is no receiver of the action. That means the verb work has no object. All right. Similarly, if you look at the second one, they laughed uncontrollably. They laughed uncontrollably. There is no object again. There's no object. There's no receiver of the verb laughed. Okay. Look at the third one. The baby was crying. The baby was crying. Again, there is no object. Again, there is no object. So there is no receiver of the action. That's why they are called intransitive verbs. Okay. Now there are some verbs. Can be both transitive and intransitive. Look at this here. We can check an example here. Look at the verb left here. She left London on June 6th. Okay, she left London on June 6th. So left has the direct impact on London, right? What did she leave on June 6th? She left London. She left what? London. So this is transitive. There is an object here. But the same verb leave, I mean the present tense of left, can be used intransitively as well. Look at this here. I want to leave early. I want to leave early. There is no object. There is no receiver of the action. Right? Look at the second example here. The band sang a rap. The band sang a rap. So what did the band sing? A rap. You know, a rap song. We all like rap songs. Most of us enjoy rap songs. The band sang a rap. So what did the band sing? A rap. But look at how the same action sing can be used intransitively. Peter always sings in the bath. So here there is no receiver. We are just talking about the place. So Peter always sings where? This is not object. It's not the receiver. The over here sang has a receiver, a rap. The band sang what? A rap. I told you, you can always check with what or whom question. You can ask the what or whom question. So if you ask the question what and you get the answer, then that particular verb is a transitive verb. If there is no answer to what or whom, then it's not transitive, it is intransitive. Peter always sings in the bath. There is no what or whom question possible. Check this. That's why it is intransitive. Okay. So it is all clear. Now take a look at some common verbs. Take a look at the list of some verbs which can be used as transitive and intransitive verb. Look at the word move. Could you move your car, please? So here move is used as transitive because it has an object, car. Could you move your car? What could you move? Car. Now look at how move is used intransitively. The trees were moving in the breeze. There is no object. There is no object. I'm simply saying the trees were moving on their own, in the breeze. There's no object. There's no receiver of the action. He has planned to start a business. He has planned to start a business. Okay, again, if you see, has the receiver. The word business is the object. The match starts at 3 p.m. The match starts at 3 p.m. There is no object. There's no object. Look at the word change. Marriage hasn't changed her. So again, there is an object, her. Here, if you see the area is changed greatly in the last decade. Is basically area. The sound of the letter R is slightly pronounced, right? Area. It's area. So the area is changed greatly in the last decade. So there is no object. There is no object. Look at the last one. Close your eyes. So when you say close your eyes, of course, eyes is directly the object here. Close your eyes. I have got a surprise for you. Or most shops here close at 5:30 p.m. Here there is no object. So the same verbs can be used transitively and intransitively both. It depends on how we use it. So here move is used transitively, intransitively. Start is used transitively, intransitively. Same with change and close. So just a quick recap, guys, just a quick recap. To find out a transitive verb, you just have to check if it has an object or not. You simply ask the question what or whom. Ask the question what or whom to the subject plus verb combination. And if you get a noun or a pronoun as an answer, it is a transitive verb. So for example, in this, I admire your courage. What do I admire? We need to maintain product quality. What do we need to maintain? She loves animals. What does she love? Or whom does she love? Animals. So these are transitive verbs. And intransitive is exactly the opposite, where it does not have an object. So you cannot ask the question what or whom. To intransitive verbs, you cannot ask the question what or whom. I work for a large firm in Paris. Okay. I work for a large firm in Paris. There is no what or whom question possible. They laughed uncontrollably. Now, what they laughed, whom they laughed, not possible. The baby was crying. The baby was crying. What was the baby crying? Whom was the baby crying? Doesn't make sense, right? Because there is no receiver of the action. That's why these are intransitive verbs, basically. All right, that's all about the topic, guys. We are done with the topic. It's actually a very small topic, but then it was a little confusing for many students, and that's why I guess most of you requested, and here it is. So we are done with the topic. Make sure you watch the replay, practice this topic as much as you can, and this is really simple. I'm sure you'll be thorough with it. So that's all about the topic, guys, and we spoke about the problem, right? We spoke about the problem of learning online, the problem of doubt solving, notes, tests and assignments, competitive exams, the choice of schedule, and the choice of language. All these problems are solved. All these problems could be solved with Vedantu Pro Subscription. Not only these problems could be solved, but then you get these bonus features also. There is unlimited live class, all micro and crash courses, performance reports, personal attention in the sessions. Who wouldn't want this? I'm sure you would like to avail these benefits. To become a pro student, I'm sure these benefits can help you. Unlimited live class, access to all micro and crash courses, performance reports will be sent to you, and basically you have personal attention. That is what matters the most in the sessions. And just visit this link, guys. Simply log on to this link, vdnt.in/5dpro. When you go on this link, a page opens up, and where you have to use the code DGPRO. DGPRO, yeah, that's my coupon code. You got it correct. You simply use the code DGPRO, go on to this link. So when you go on this link, you select your grade. You have all 12 grades available, and whichever grade you are in, you can select your grade, for example, 10th grade. The second option would be you select your board. Select target is basically you select your board, whether CBSE, ICSE, or Maharashtra State Board, and then you check out the details. I would request you to check this page carefully. All the details are mentioned on this page. Okay, what all is included in the pro subscription. So you get unlimited access to all live classes, interact with master teachers. You get unlimited in-class doubt solving, test series, assignments, study material is sent. all that is available. And when all these features are made available, when you get access to all these features, I'm sure there is going to be a score improvement, guaranteed score improvement. And the best part is you choose a schedule. Now, who can even think of providing this feature? And Vedantu has made this possible. Like, you decide the schedule of your studies. Isn't it amazing, guys? So once you are convinced with the features, once you like the features, which I'm sure you will, simply click on get subscription. As soon as you click on get subscription, you get three options: a 1 month subscription, 3 month subscription, and 6 month subscription. A 1 month subscription is usually 2,700 rupees, but then if you use the code DG Pro, the price will drop down to 2,294. A 3 month subscription, usually the price is 7,000 rupees. If you use the code DG Pro, the price will drop down to 5,949. And if you go for a 6 month subscription, the price will drop down to just 9,774 from 11,500. So that's great savings, right? In every subscription you're saving. For a 1 month subscription, it's more than 400 rupees saving. For a 3 month subscription, more than 1,000 rupees saving. For a 6 month subscription, is more than 1,700 rupees that you're saving. So it's like the longer the subscription you go for, the more the money you save. Now, I'm not the best person to tell you which subscription you should go for. Or only thing that I can advise you is, if you are really new and if you really wish to um, check the features, you really want to see how it works for you, you can always go for a 1 month subscription, because this is like for 30 days. See it, try it out for yourself. This is like a trial subscription. You can call it a trial subscription. You pay a very small amount, and this like a very, very, a small amount. So once you pay the small amount, you get same benefits, same features. And I'm sure once you fall in love with these features, because that's how these features are, that's how the subscription is, you can always upgrade to a 3 month subscription, 6 month subscription, and even an yearly subscription. You simply have to visit this page, vdnt.in/ytpro. The link is also given in the description box. I'll make sure to attach the download link to download the PDF of this particular topic, transitive and intransitive, wherever the download will be required. Wherever I would feel that you should have the content, you should get the content. For example, for almost all academic grammar topics, I'll make sure that you get a download link to get the PDF of that particular content. Mostly for academic topics. For non-academic topics, for personality development topics, mostly it will not be required. For any topic that I feel that you should get content for, that you should get PDF or PPT for, I'll make sure that you get a download link down there. So along with the download link, you will have the vdnt.in/ytpro link as well. Click on this link, use the code DGPro, which sounds like a rap. You can even make a rap out of it. DGPro, DGPro. All right. Use this code and avail the best services, avail the discount. So this is like you're getting best quality education, and at the same time, you're saving your money. All right. That's all about the session, guys. I'm sure all of you are thorough with transitive and intransitive verbs now. Thank you so much for tuning into the session. Bye, Doctor. Bye, Sri Lakshmi. Ansin, Jia. See you all in the next session. I hope you're thorough with the topic now. Make sure you practice more. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel right now. Ask your friends and other people on your social networking accounts to subscribe to the channel, so that they don't miss the amazing learning and we all can learn together, basically. All right. See you all in the next session. So you were learning transitive and intransitive verbs with DG Sir. It's you all in the next session here. Until next time, bye-bye. Take care.